Hi Pisces. Welcome to your monthly reading. I'm your Cosmic Auntie, and I'm so glad you're here. Let's start off with the bell. So if you're sensitive to sound, turn down the volume. Turn down the volume of the reading or mute the reading for a second, okay? Here we go, Pisces. Pisces, 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 Pisces. I saw some really encouraging cards shimmer out as I was shuffling and preparing for your reading, so I like to see it, Pisces. I like to see it. Let's start it. Let's get into this. Sorry, I just got trailed up. I was just thinking about the cards. It was Fortune's Wheel, good luck and right timing. Yeah. So as you pay attention to the messages, Pisces, always bounce them off your own intuition, your own inner knowing. You know yourself best. Okay, take what you want and leave the rest. Pisces. How can I be most helpful to the beautiful Pisceans out there? What do we got here? I like it at the beginning. We got the Empress. The Four of Cups. The Six of Rods. The Lovers. And get this, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. I'm just hearing you said no to something. You're like a polite no thank you, and it was just like, it just feels like nonchalant but like also unmoving, and it was like the right move. That's what it feels like. It was the right move. Yeah, there's something here with the Four of Cups where it's like, this is not for me anymore. This is just not for me. And you like picked up your agency, your authority, and just confidently moved away from it. I like it, Pisces, because it's kind of like no bones about it kind of energy, which is really cool to see. It's like, no thanks. And it's like, with that no thanks, there was just like a yes please, like a hell yeah that came right like after it with the Six of Rods and the Lovers. Like that decision, like turn the wheel, like spun the Wheel of Fortune, you know. Let's keep going with the Empress too. Like, yeah, you know yourself. You're listening to yourself and trusting yourself to make the right decisions and moves for yourself. And dang, are you ever riding out of a situation with your head held high, Pisces? And it feels like really like it feels incredibly influential, but it also feels like kind of like, it feels like nonchalant, powerful but nonchalant, just like no. Ace of Rods, yes. And the Strength card, look at that. There's a lot of majors here. Empress, Lovers, Wheel of Fortune, Strength. We've got the Seven of Rods too to accompany the Strength, which is like extra strength. It's like, yeah, strong man level strength right there. And like mental fortitude and stamina. Yeah, there's just like, there's nothing, you can't be there was like wool attempting to be pulled over your eyes, and you're like, no. And it was like a polite but like nonchalant, no, I love it, not to be redundant, it's just interesting. Like, it was just like a no thank you, and then the universe was like, well, here's a yes please. You know, and it could have been building for a while, like, you know, with this Four of Cups, it's the community. Three of Cups is the symbol of like community, friendships, groups, dynamics, you know, interpersonal relationships. So there's something within that realm that, yeah, you said a no to, like a polite, sturdy no to, because you know yourself, Pisces, you know yourself. And you trust yourself. And really cool things are happening, like, because of the sturdy boundaries that you are setting. It's spinning the wheel in your favor. And you're holding your ground. The Hermit, interesting. It's quiet strength, Pisces. It's quiet strength. And the Hermit card, oh, Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck too. You know, might be really kind of, well, with the Hermit, what I was going to say is it's your opposite signs card, Virgo. So bringing this kind of spiritual knowledge, right? Like this energy into this Hermit mode. So it's very quiet. It's very spiritual. It's very powerful energy. It feels, it was like, I keep hearing that like boom sound effect, like calling your power back to you, embodying it, and really like operating from like deep within the intuition, deep within your wisdom. And being selective about who it is you are connecting to right now and who is around you. A lot of discernment I'm feeling with this Two of Cups and the Hermit, the strength. Like, there's such a victorious energy to this reading, as well as a seriousness and like a focus. Interesting. But also a celebration, the Lovers and the Two of Cups. Wow. Some of you, like, you and someone else could be really doing this in order to like have boundaries over your relationship in some way. That might be just for a specific few of you. And on that strain, if you resonate with that, there's a sense of like not giving in to certain things or demands, just like a no. And, you know, really reaching into each other, and whatever's thrown at you, the bond is strengthened in a, you know, whatever's kind of thrown at you, the bond it strengthens your bond. And you two are both like very authentic individuals. This feels like a very healthy and like deep and like exciting love, and sometimes that can draw in some haters for a little while. Again, that might just be for very few of you, but yeah. So you might be having just conversations with each other, like, you know, getting to the table and being like, okay, what's the boundary here? And like really like blocking politely and not letting anything like shake up the exciting dynamic that's happening. Either it's beginning, you could be falling in love, or, you know, it's reaching a new level of commitment within your relationship, you know, or you could also very well be married, or common law, have like a commitment with each other. However it is, it feels like the relationship draws in some sort of weirdness from others, like, you know, which sometimes it does, like when there's just this vibrant love between you and you really both love each other, like, yeah, some weird energy can be thrown at you sometimes. But again, a nonchalant no, working together, trusting each other, reaching into each other, and it only like elevating your love and bringing in exciting things, because you know, there's like a thing I said to myself for a little while, like a sacred no is a true no is a cosmic yes. Sorry, that was really hard for me to say. I haven't said it in a while, but I started to realize, like, no's can be really powerful, right? They are really powerful because it shows us what we do not like, what we do not want to entertain, what we don't want, you know, what we don't agree with, things like that. And that can be really helpful with bringing in clarity of what it is you do want, what it is that you do like, right? So these no's are clearing space for a lot of excitement and blooming passion, blooming creativity, excitement, experiences, adventures, ideas, projects. Like, there's just this blooming, there's this growth. Yeah, there's that Seven of Rods again coming out. Okay. So there's definitely this fierce protectiveness. And that's something that's been really coming through the readings in like a larger theme. Being very like guarded, but not like closed, not like on guard, not hyper vigilant, but observant, I guess. Very watchful. Over the beautiful things that are blooming in your life. And like really knowing that you deserve good things with the Seven of Rods, you know, like you deserve good things. You're allowed to say no thank you, right? No thank you. And then like trust that better comes in, right? And there's something that's really victorious about this as well with the Six of Rods, like kind of receiving your crown in a way. Like this is like a lesson level up. Like, I don't know, Aquarius kind of got a similar energy of being faced with an opportunity to demonstrate the learning that you've just gained through the experiences you've just had, to really employ the wisdom that you have integrated thus far. And I don't really like to use this very much, but it almost feels as like you passed a test in a way. Like the universe, I don't believe the universe like tests us in a way, like in a vindictive or way, but there's, like I said, there's like a lesson level up, like an advancement here. I hope you feel proud of yourself, Pisces. Root girl, the disowned self. Wow. And then joyful muse, inspiration. Both inner child cards, where the inner child has been hurt and feeling abandoned and feeling shame or guilt or not good enough, as well as the joy, the creativity, the excitement. It's like with the Lovers here, there's this amalgamation of all that you are, Pisces. This radical self-love and acceptance, and how that's healing your inner child and bringing, like, creating cohesion with past selves, right? This is what integrating wisdom kind of means, is we can take, we reflect on certain experiences in our life and in the past. Those are past versions of ourselves, and we integrate the wisdom into deeper awareness, and our awareness is our superpower, Pisces. And that's really the strength here, the strength card, like really like activating it into like awareness and embodying it, embodying your power, embodying your all the dimensions of you, being accepting that you're multifaceted, you feel multiple things at once. And man, this is really cool. And again, I keep seeing things kind of line up into a sense of cohesion, and the Lovers does mean that. Ultimately, it's experiencing a deep union with ourselves, and with that feeling that connection to everything around us, and feeling a part of everything, feeling like an important part of everything, and that like, and also feeling a sense of connection with those around you, and who it is that you are in this moment, and what it is that you're doing, and what it is that you're enjoying. And it's powerful because it's you know, it's this duality, right, that we're talking about, and the spectrum, and exploring the spectrum in between the polarities, and this infinite possibility of like embodying who you are and discovering who you are. It's really liberating, and I feel like there's this sense of standing up like taller, shoulders back, and really feeling embodied in yourself, and feeling really feeling like calling your power back, and feeling it. It's really beautiful, and it's again really healing the inner child. Oh my gosh. This like nonchalant no, even though it may seem like a no thank you, this is why it feels so powerful. It feels deep at the same time. It may on the surface have just been like a no thanks, but the work, the process, the healing, the everything that it took in order to get yourself there is incredible, Pisces. You know, I could very well be talking to people who are people pleasers, you know, people pleasers. And really, really embodying like who your like inner child would be comfortable with. I was just talking about this with a friend. It's like that thought of like being the person you needed as a child, and at those past versions of you, when you revisit those memories, when you revisit those experiences, and reflect on them, and learn and integrate that wisdom, right, and apply that wisdom, and move with that. And that is in itself drawing into this cohesion of all your past selves and all your past learning, and clicking into place, things turning in your favor, things feeling better, feeling good, blooming, feeling strong, feeling connected to yourself, to life, to the universe. This use of no, right? This use of no has and will continue to open up so many more doors that are yeses. And it's liberating, right, to realize you can say no, and then actually say no in life, and really continue to practice that. And the more you do it, the more comfortable you are with it, and like the relinquishing of other people's responses to your polite no, or you know, your true no, or your firm no, whatever no it is, right? That's what this is so beautiful, Pisces, because this is what authenticity is. It's like when to say no and when to say yes, and like trusting yourself and taking your time with yourself to explore all that, you know, and ultimately choosing. and knowing you can change your mind. And this is freeing energy. This is really freeing energy. It's also, you know, standing up for yourself and being, protective over yourself, discerning over yourself, while also being incredibly open. Oh, Pisces, really containing a container for, like, really creating a container to bloom, a foundation that holds you. And there's a lot opening up. There's a lot unfolding. The Six of Rods is really being in your power and being seen for who you authentically are and being celebrated, being recognized. Oh my gosh, perfect. Yes. So enter the Garden of Delights. Yeah, baby, you're entering the Garden of Delights. Oh my gosh, actually, I was just thinking, I was thinking because a similar message just came through, and it's actually Virgo's reading, which again is your opposite sign, your sibling sign, so that could be something that may resonate with you. But their reading started off with the energy of like, wow, I didn't even know how good it could get. Like, it could get this beautiful. It can get this beautiful. That's what came through. And just feeling the sense of reverence and like gracious, like, humility and gratitude with how good life can also get, right? How good it can get. How good it is, and how everything it is, how it all is happening at once, right? And the acceptance of that, Pisces, and the strength in navigating the ups and downs. There's a level here of sweetness, really tasting the sweetness of life. So let's see. Let's let Rumi talk. Enter the Garden of Delights. Are you aware that sweetness is found everywhere in town? Are you aware that winter is gone and spring has come around? Are you aware that sweet basil and the carnation are whispering in the garden and laughing about how simply everything is found? Are you aware the nightingale has come back from its flight, singing out messages of love to spread delight with every sound? Everything in the garden is granted the right from the divine court to appear for our delight. Everything is here to make the earth green and alive as a haven for our life. What remains buried in the soil will always endeavor to reach out. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or a tomb. Rumi. Whoa. Yep. You are an essential part of everything. You are part of the Garden of Delights. You add to the Garden of Delights. The Garden of Delights is here for you to touch, taste, feel, and experience, and you're allowed to say yes or no with this sense of free will, right? We're allowed to say yes or no. No one truly alive can ever be pawned to a prison or a tomb. There's always something, there's always wiggle room, right? So there's a sense of really rising to that occasion and like doing that. And it feels exciting and exhilarating and lurching, right? Sometimes like if you resonate with the people pleaser energy, it can be absolutely terrifying to like practice the no at the beginning and even throughout, right? Like, but it does get more comfortable the more you practice it, as well as your yeses, right? Like when to say yes and to leap into that opportunity, you know, to come up against any fear or self-doubt or imposter syndrome that come with that yes, right? Those are things that can kind of jump in the way of our yeses. So a lot has been cleared away and it feels open and breathy, and there's so much coming in, Pisces. So I do hope you feel proud of yourself. Keep up the good work. Lots of beautiful things are blooming. So I'm going to read a little bit of the guidebook, and then I will close out the reading, okay? So there is a sweet spot when entering the Garden of Delights, a moment where the senses have gorged themselves upon beauty and become heavy with their fullness, slowing the mind so that it can perceive the divine beloved dancing behind the veils of nature. But first comes the sensual feasting. Blooming orchids arrest the gaze with their startling and strange beauty. Nectar from the ripest fruits of the garden drips luscious and sweet upon a savoring tongue. Hungry for gossip, the ears shamelessly eavesdrop upon the birds in melodic conversation. They sing of greatest, most passionate love and boundless living joy. The ears open wide to take it all in. The craving for touch is sated by rough textured bark falling from the ancient trees, soft, dewy grasses, cool in the shade, the crunching leaves making their sounds under the hot sun, and dancing feet, and the caress of that sunlight upon bare shoulders with weight of its own like a silken wrap placed just so by a caring lover's hand. The breeze, the very breath of the beloved Earth Mother, is sweet with scent of lavender and jasmine warmed by the Sun Father. Oh, drink it in until your arms raise themselves to heaven, your head tilts, eyes rolling back in your head, and your sacred animal body is mindless and in love. The Garden of Delights, narcotic in effect, lulling the senses from tension into sacred languor, that love may be experienced. Let us rest here in the midst of so much life, where the goodness of life is felt and the heart is free from any prison or pain or doubt. Come, be in the garden with me now. Let us be free and feast to our heart's content. Wow. Thank you, Rumi. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you for the messages that came through. I hope that they're helpful to you, Pisces. This is really, really beautiful. Enjoy. You're allowed to enjoy. Oh my gosh, this is your life to live. It's your life to enjoy. And I'm proud of you for making more room for that sweet thing, that sweetness, right? And being brave enough to say no, to be able to keep that space for your enjoyment in some way. Oh my gosh. Well, blessings to you, Pisces. I hope to see you in the next one. I look forward to it. I'll see you next month. I love you very much.